Hey guys, it's Travis and welcome back to the channel. Gonna do a really fun video today. I love just experimenting with different arrow diameters, weight, vanes, nocks. It's all so much fun, and it's just really neat to see the differences that just minor details can make. So one thing I really wanted to see was I've been shooting this arrow on right here on my left. It is the Carnivore with the Mack hunter vanes, but then I made these arrows up with these different smaller vanes, and I wanted to see, you know, if it changed the point of impact. Then just for fun, somebody gave me these axis arrows, so I fletched a few of these up, and they are probably a little bit heavier, and I'd like to just be curious to see you know, if point of impact really changes on those. And then I have this Rip TKO, a little bit longer arrow, heavier GPI, and want to see where that hits as well. So just be curious, just to see, you know, how these slower arrows, you know, how much lower, you know, what kind of pin gap you're going to get with them. So anyway, this is just going to be a lot of fun, and let's just go ahead and shoot and see what happens. All right, so we're going to try the Mack hunters first. I'm going to try it at 20 yards, and let's just, for fun, let's just see what kind of group I can shoot with this. Like I say, I've only been shooting for about 3 months, so I'm not the greatest archer in the world, so that's why we're going to shoot at 20, so I can get halfway decent groups. All right, that's one. Two. All right, so I pulled that one a little low. That was definitely me. Okay, so let's go ahead now. And let's try one of the really heavy arrows. So let's shoot one of those, and let's see the difference that makes. All right, so let's go ahead and try these Rip TKOs. I know these are really heavy, probably by I want to say maybe 40-50 grains heavier. Well, let's just shoot it and see what we get out of these. Alright, so I know I got the camera target cam on, but let's just kind of go down there and take a look and see if we can see some differences here. Alright, so let's go ahead and walk on down here and take a peek. See if it makes that much of a difference. Alright, so you can see these are, you know, these two are lower, but you know, these are a little bit higher, and gosh, that's almost right in there. So I mean, I know I'm not that great of a shot, but I really thought these heavier arrows would be hitting you know, lower, but I guess they really are. I mean, that's probably, let's pull this one out, because that's probably just me, a flyer. Oh, those things go in there. And this is a flyer. So if we really look at it from this angle, yeah, I shot those two really tight, but definitely lower. So I'm, you know, kind of in this range, and these are lower. So let's shoot that other one and see what we get. All right, so for fun, let's shoot these Easton axes. See what these things do with these little micro fletchings on there. Really like the tips on those. Let's see if you can see that, but that's really cool. And these tips too, they have like these little O-ring bushings on them, which really keeps them secured. You know how the others, you have to keep tightening them up after a shot or so. They come out of the inserts, and these are just just locked right in with those O-ring bushings, which is cool. So I don't know. Let's shoot and see what it does. pulled that one. So anyhow, let's go on down there and take a look at it. All right, so let's go look at these Easton arrows. See what kind of lousy group I shot with those. Ooh, maybe not so lousy. Okay, so they are hitting lower. I mean, they're definitely heavier, but wow, I'll take that. I mean, that's, for me, that's pretty good. All right, so now let's try these. I've really been wanting to shoot these. Let's shoot these really cool ones that I wrapped up. Yeah, I like it. Looks like they're moving pretty good. I think I pulled that one a little bit. Interesting. Might be torquing it a little bit. Well, let's go down there and take a look. Alright, so these are definitely a little bit higher, I think. Probably not much, but maybe if we move back to 30 yards, you know, that's going to probably make a big difference. It's probably not going to make a massive at 20. So let's see what we get at 30. All right, so let's try these RIP TKOs, and let's see at 30 yards if it makes a big difference on these heavy arrows, where they hit. Wow, that looked really low. All right, so let's go ahead and switch on over to the Max Hunter. Lift that one up a little bit. Shoulder's getting a little tired. That's the problem with my shoulders, is that this left one right here really starts to be aggravated. And you know, one thing I have noticed, and it's probably because of the way I have to draw my bow with my bad shoulders, I have to pull it this way. I can't pull it like this, like everybody says you do. If I get my shoulder in this position here, it has no power and it's extremely painful. So my shoulder's always more comfortable in this lower position, so I pull it back with my pecs. I know that's not the way you're supposed to do it, but it works for me. I would probably need a 25-pound bow for me to pull it back like these guys do. I can't do it. But one thing I did notice with these, I've been shooting these standard diameter arrows, is because of the way I pull back, they don't bounce around as much in this rest. Those other ones are so narrow that when I'm pulling back, and of course I'm not trying to, I'm not in a hunting situation, so I'm not pulling back super steady, but that thing is just really rattling around in that rest. And these larger arrows don't seem to do that as bad, so that's a plus for me. Well, that was a pretty good shot. Okay, let's try the ones I fletched up and see where they hit. All right, so these are the ones that I fletched up, the really cool looking red ones. Sorry about all the planes. We're really close to a Navy base here, so you're hearing the sound of freedom. That was me. As I shoot, that shoulder gets weaker and weaker. Something I have to deal with. It does not heal, does not get any better. It just stays that way. So I really got about, truthfully, 5-10 good shots, and after that my groups really start spreading out. Unless I wait a long time between shots. But for hunting, I only want one. Pretty good. That arrow looked like it had a little, whew. Not very good shooting. Let this shoulder rest. So, I don't know. Anyhow, let's go down and take a look. Okay, so this is where the heavy arrows really start to show here. We're going to pull this one out of the way because that was totally me. But look at those heavy TKOs. Wow, look at the drop at 30 yards. I mean, that is huge. Now, these aren't great groupings, but they're all, you know, heck, I'm in the heart and lung, I mean, at least a lung area in these. I mean, the two green ones are right in, that's what I'm sighted in with. This was a pull, so we can pull that out. But wow, look at the difference. I mean, that's got to be darn near 6 inches at 30 yards. So this is why I shoot the lighter arrows. And, you know, it'd be fun maybe to try this at, let's move back and just take a couple shots. Let's get serious at 40 yards. Let's see what the difference is there. 40 yards right now is about my max. All right, 40 yards. It's a long shot for me. We're going to shoot these rip TKOs first. They're a lot heavier. This is the heaviest arrow I have probably. So let's shoot these at 40 and see what kind of drop those get. I know my other ones are on at 40. I've shot them plenty of times. So let's go and check these big heavy arrows out. See what kind of drop we get. All right, so we're going to see how we did at 40 yards with these heavy rip TKOs. Yeah, you can see they are definitely creeping down. I mean, some of these here are, gosh, you know, way low. So I'm really happy with that Carnivore arrow setup. I mean, they fly great and they just shoot a lot flatter. So I think I'm gonna stick with a 368 grain arrow because I can only pull about, well, I could probably pull maybe more than 60 now, but I'm really comfortable at 60 where it's not painful to draw it back. So I'm just gonna stay there, but we'll see how things change in the coming months. So, all right.